you're off your game right now, man.
Yeah.
All right.
It's rusty. I need more games.
25. So, I'll say that like you begin your procedure, and then you kind of notice that this would not be like this will not be noticed by a lot of like low level people, but if they do bring in like a specialist, they would probably notice that this was not a accidental deletion and that this was targeted information. So you'll take a penalty of 5, but you could basically try to jumpstart like a sub program that will strengthen what you started about a minute ago to basically fix it up and kind of iron out some of the kinks.
I'm not aiming for just us. I'm aiming for the entire.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Fuck it.
Golden,
I'll give it a shot.
Golden Drassk.
Without force point this time.
Alright, let's see what happens.
-5 is put in, and 15. And that's with the -5.
Gotcha. Alright, let's see here. Alright. So, I mean, you watch as, basically this whole block of the worst and biggest names on their watch list are deleted. It's not your best work, but it will definitely take a while for them to even realize that there was even potentially like that this was potentially directed. And just as easily, it could be like any gangsters could have tried to do this, and not necessarily you guys.
Yeah.
So, wow.
Was it Hexacore?
What's up?
Was it Hexacore that he did this to, Nevin?
Yeah, he just deleted an entire watch list from Hexacorp's system.
Nice.
Alright. So, entire block of criminal watch list. Which would really be funny if the list was maintained prison record, and they were just like, "Oh, this person doesn't belong in the cell." In the cell. Cool. So you have deleted the criminal records
from Hexacorp.
From Hexacorp. Oh yeah. The Imperial's stuff is a little more hard to clear out. I will have you write this special note that you'll gain a +3 for hacking Hexacorp computer stuff in the future. They're a nice little generic enemy to throw around.
Yep.
So eventually there is a knock on the ship door.
Just be quiet.
Alright, seems as no one else goes and open it. So I'll go and open it.
I didn't actually hear what you said, so...
I said there was a knock on the ship door. Alright,
we don't want a commercial, or advertisements.
Yeah. So you get to the door. Do you scan what's outside?
Yeah.
It's Scarringo.
Is he drunk? Oh, hi.
Sorry, Azeroth, what do you do?
I look at him and say, We don't want anything you're selling.
Scarringo just scratches his head. He's just like, I'm not selling anything. I'm here to talk. I have a business proposal. So more like
So
I'm
you are selling
proposing.
something.
Listen, come on. You're hiding your shit in my secret hangar. What's the deal? Why are you keeping me out? It's not very friendly.
Just messing with you. Come on in.
Thank you.
Should I just come with? No, Mr. Executive.
No, Drassk is no home.
Alright, so I know this is different than my usual Scarringo icon, but
Imposter.
Get him! Yeah,
What can I say? They all look alike.
ho ho ho.
Oh, triggered.
Just
Triggered.
Wow.
Disclaimer: we're not actually racist.
Yeah, we just like to joke about being racist.
Triggered.
I mean, I don't know. Drassk likes to be racist, or likes to think that belittling political standing is racist, which I don't agree with.
Would it actually be
There,
possible to...
it's the original trick.
There
It's
we
the
go.
original, so the chillins can shut up.
I see no difference.
Oh, edgy. Fucking edgelord over here.
The droid just rolls past behind Silvers and throws up a hologram like hashtag #1 edgelord. Just watch.
Okay.
Scarringo with the pussy slaying flamingo.
Scarringo is just like, Drassk, I am so glad to hear that you are safe. There was electronic chatter that they were going to have to send in, a attack squadron to kill this Trandoshan who was cutting up, parts of an area. But then it turned out it was all just a fluke. Some kid was having fun on his data pad. But I also heard you were running around from some hexacore.
Yeah, I did have to run away from some hexacore gentleman at one point. You should have seen me. I climbed up this drain pipe. It was epic.
I'm surprised they're still alive and you didn't just gut them.
Well, there was quite a lot of them, and sometimes
There were
it's
two.
there was 4 of them. 4.
Okay.
And sometimes discretion is the better part of valor.
Wow.
Cool. That all sounds very interesting. I have a proposal for you guys. Some off-planet work, just in case you guys are getting bored of Anchor Station given this current climate.
Well, we do have this job lined up for this very attractive human lady, whose name I can't remember again. But Rawlly, it's just Farron. I'm just gonna call her Farron. Just deal with it, okay?
I don't think I have a Farah on my notepad.
Just imagine it's spelt with an F, and it's fine.
No, then it would be Fala or Folly.
Yeah, so we have this job for this woman, Farley or something. So
Rawlly.
quiet, just let me have this, please. But then we possibly.
Okay.
We might. What's your job?
Is this Rawlly? Does she work for Quello?
Well, it would be an interesting development if she did.
Okay, that's interesting. Did she help you guys land on the station?
Oh wow!
Where we're going with this? No. I seem
yes
to recall.
No.
Yes or no?
We helped you with the nightclub.
I was
Alright,
yes.
And did a certain someone
Has she repeatedly been there for you, helping you guys out of jams and helping you with situations, getting you paying jobs, and now you're going to come to me and say this bit of tail gets priority on jobs over me, Scarringo, the pussy-slaying flamingo? Come on!
I remember that someone left me down there in the fucking sub-levels alone.
War 2s, you're War 2s. You have 4 arms. I figured for sure you'd be fine. And look, you're fine.
And then
Was
I
it
just
really
removed like
so
the cover.
bad?
It's like blood, like punctures, like.
I thought you said it wasn't too bad.
He
Out of
wasn't there when
character.
he said that.
Out of character. I thought you said it was okay.
Yeah, but I mean, like he fucking ditched me, like going around searching for fucking kebab or something.
Okay. Scarringo says, "Listen, man, I apologized. I thought you'd be able to handle it yourself. I should have given you a map or something, but you know, I've got a lot of stress in my job. You know, sometimes it becomes stress smoking, stress drinking, stress eating.
Stress drug.
But you're
Take
fine. Look,
Sniffing.
and did you find the guy to train you?
Stay silent. I'll let him answer himself.
Okay. So it sounds like all is well that ends well. I apologize. Next kebab is on me. Okay? Are we square?
I don't want no fucking kebab.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Alright. I apologize. I will not ditch you again. It wasn't my well, I wasn't my best. I should have had your back. I apologize. Now, can we get back to the cool part where I get you guys more money and you guys get to do fun stuff?
Well, yeah, well, go on. I mean, no promises that we'll be able to do it first, but we'll listen.
I'd still have
As he quickly hacks together like Drassk voice stuff and is just like, we'll totally do. It's like, I got it. All right. He says, all right. Quello is gearing up for something big, not on Anchor Station, but on one of his planets. So I need you guys to help me get a shipment of, basically get me a shipment of tank shells. There's this arms dealer on some desert planet. I think it's Tatooine, but he has a whole supply of quality tank shells that he got through a couple shady deals for Republic and Separatist war caches. So Quello needs these tank shells to help arm some of his forces for a skirmish he's planning. So I figured it would be right up your guys' alley. I'll give you guys the credits to purchase the shells. I'll give you guys payment for the job. And I mean, this ship, I think it's big enough to carry the crate of the shells to Quello's staging ground. It's an easy job, smooth in and out.
What's the catch?
Catch? What catch? This is a ship capable of delivering cargo. You pick up the cargo, you take the cargo from point A to point B.
I
Who
don't
has he
believe
stolen
you.
it from?
Yeah, this is so stolen. This is clearly. Why don't you just go then yourself in your little?
I'm
Corvette?
busy. I'm trying to keep up our front on Anchor Station. That's diminishing if you haven't noticed. I'm working on plotting the kidnapping or killing of Commodore Kenver's, VIPs. All sorts of stuff I have to get. I have to possibly figure out who this chick is, trying to scalp some of my best help. There's that now. So,
Well, we don't take orders just from you.
I'm
Yeah,
not giving you orders. I was giving you guys a great job opportunity that you should be just
And
clicking your heels to jump to, since I've helped you guys out so many times.
I think you just don't have someone else who would do the job. That's what I'm thinking.
It's called, I've been left, here to my own devices.
So you depend on us, and not the other way around.
Dependent is a strong word, Silvers. Also, what are you wearing?
A cool outfit.
You do realize that, 100% of drunks would think you're a Jedi, and then end up reporting you to a bounty hunter office or something, and then you'd have more hunters coming after you.
I will wear something over it, don't worry.
Oh, okay. Listen, I didn't come here to get picked apart, okay? I'm in a very emotional state these days. It's hard being the one man, Hutt agent on a station full of Imperials and corporate douchebags.
Well, maybe you
Steve?
should lay off. Maybe you should lay off the spice then a little bit.
Maybe you should mind your own goddamn business, Drassk.
I'm just saying.
Spice.
It's not helping.
Maybe you should lay off the space tinder. How about that? See? Hurts, doesn't it?
Sorry, hang on.
Wow. That's what breaks him, guys. That's what breaks the steely demeanor of Drassk.
That was pretty good, I have to admit.
Thank you.
Well played, sir. Well played. Check and mate.
No.
I got
could've-
nothing.
You could have easily just gone with the South Park relation.
Wait, what would be the South Park one?
Like, how would you like to suck my balls?
No, that's not good enough. That's not quality enough for Drassk.
No.
No.
All right. Anyhow, you guys, I just wanted to put it here on the table and do whatever you want. It's just, this isn't one. The station, it's now, it doesn't have quite the charm it used to have. It used to be Drassk could have killed those two fools and just, walked into the next cantina and had 3 drinks, and then called me, and then we would have more drinks. Now it's all changed, and we don't have the resources to kick Hexacorp off anytime soon. But if you guys help us with this, Quello will get some strength, get the fear back into some of his enemies, help some
I want to know
coups.
where these weapons are coming from.
Tatooine.
Arms dealer on Tatooine.
Who is the arms dealer?
Yes, who is the arms dealer? Is it Jabba the Hutt?
No, we don't deal with Jabba. Old bad blood history. I mean, Jabba might be pissed that the arms dealer is selling tank shells to somebody else, but that's really none of our business.
I knew there was a catch.
Listen, if you guys are discreet, pretend like you're there for some bounty hunting or stuff, use your skills that you supposedly have, which I know you have. Sorry, that was a cheap shot. Use your skills, you come up with a nice presentation, it could easily, you got an arena fighter, a mechanic. Okay, I don't use the Jedi angle, that would be bad. But I'm saying, you guys will be fine. You go there, you'll get the supplies, you get your supplies from point A to point B. Easy job for you guys. And this is Outer Rim territory. No Imperial should be messing with you, so it should be a nice Imperial-free vacation almost. You guys like vacations, right?
No, I hate them.
Last occasion,
Not
everything was
since the last occasion.
You should have gone on when it was terrible.
Okay. Well, maybe after this one, I can get you guys set up at one of the... Quello's got a number of pleasure hotels. We're very far removed, totally in Hutt territory. Imperials don't mess there, Rebels don't mess there. As long as you guys are okay with slavery, you'll be fine. Everything's perfect.
As long as the slaves are not us.
Yeah, no.
And are we getting our hideout? Or?
Hide what now? You guys need a hideout?
Well, I asked if we're getting our own hideout.
What?
He's asking if, out of character here, if we're getting a hideout right now, or soon-ish.
Oh.
If we have
Yeah, this might lead to it.
The back
This would be more of like a cross between like you guys watched the Serenity movie, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you know how like they went to like Shepard's planet and that was like their place removed from jobs. This would be much safer, much more secure, a lot more naked ladies and guys, and a lot of fountains and waterfalls and pools and all that sort of things. You guys have done enough jobs for Quello that you're like, you have enough faction points that he would be like, this is stuff usually restricted for like top tier quality guys. And you guys are getting close to that.
So I could trade in those faction points for some extreme gear then. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I'd have to look at the market exchange rate, but you never know.
Once we reach Exalted with Quello, we get to wear the Quello tabard.
Not Even I went there. You fucking nerd.
Exalted shit, dude. Exalted means like you saved Quello's firstborn, I think.
I couldn't.
Well,
You just
we
set
have
that up.
saved his right-hand man several times, though.
Yeah. Like that was just what I was trying to think of. Was like, you guys had a decent relationship with the rebels, but it's still kind of shaky. But you guys have done a lot of jobs for Quello over the expand. And you haven't like blown up Quello's shit or anything like that. You haven't betrayed him.
It's true. We haven't actually done anything against him
Yeah.
yet.
Yet.
I've been such a nice guy. I should be exalted above this.
Okay, you get your tabard. God.
I really want my fucking tabard. Like,
I think it would clash with your outfit. I'm just saying.
What color is it?
I don't know. Fucking whatever. Whatever would clash the most with your current gear.
Bright pink.
I'd wear that.
Yeah, I know you would. Alright. So,
Yes.
Scarringo says, listen, I'll be around the hangar. You can, contact me if you decide you want for it.
How much is the
but I'll
payment?
leave you to it. See?
How much time do we have?
Somebody's interested, or Twos knows what the bottom line.
Yeah, but I'm just asking what the payment is. So if the payment is low, then maybe it's like not worth it to prioritize.
Well, Twos just really wants that tabard. That's all it is.
You guys should almost kiss me for this. Deliver the tank shells from Tatooine to the satellite base on Nar Shaddaa, over Nar Shaddaa. Guess how much we're gonna pay you.
$1 million billion.
Okay. Guess a little more in the realm of possibility.
20,000 credits plus expenses.
Each.
I would think
50,000 total. Don't get your hopes up, crazies. 50,000 total.
Etc.
then that's we're 6 people in total. Because 2 are NPCs.
Who's the other one besides Priskel?
His buddy.
Oh, one of
The rebel
Yes.
scout.
the furry you picked up.
The furry, yeah.
Okay, I forgot about him.
Yeah.
Even
I was
his
hoping- I was hoping just discreetly push her out the airlock when no one's looking. Never mind.
That's 8,333. Then point.
The
Blah,
rebel
blah, 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 blah.
doesn't get paid. The rebel doesn't get paid. They're here on.
They're basically a slave.
Yeah, they are. Essentially.
It's like Archer and Woodhouse. He's like, slave is the right term.
But his mom pays Woodhouse though.
Shambo, they're here because Shambo told them to be here, not because they're on like payroll or anything.
I guess Shambo is paying her payment then.
Yes, exactly.
That's what I would basically say also, that Chambo, like that they're, still like a rebel agent that gets paid, by the Rebel Alliance.
Then we get 10k each.
Now, if Krieger wants to join up, he gets a cut. Like, because, he's Krieger.
Yeah, right now Krieger's just ashamed at his own shortcomings right now because he lost a lot of face in front of War 2s.
I am the true Mandalorian now.
No, you're not.
You're already trying to be like a great Jedi.
You trying to be General
No.
Grievous.
You're trying to
You
be
can't
a
be
great
General Grievous.
Jedi, Grievous.
No, I
and-
said that to be like that, but I guess
Hey,
I
dude.
can always just go for the Mandalorian leader.
Hear me when I say I love Mandalorian stuff, so I've tried very hard not to have it be front and center here. We could easily do like a whole campaign about Mandalorians. I've tried to balance it out with elements. So, but
The
trust me,
strongest one will rule.
if we go down that hole,
But
it's gonna
with
get
strength.
crazy.
We're never coming out.
Yeah.
Or we come out in top of everyone else.
Drassk comes out of the shower, wiping off, his scales with a towel, and he's just like freaking Tony Stark. 5 different Mandalorian suits or whatever whatever the day is, including duplicates of the suits, just with different colors.
Well, of course.
Think of all the rocket boots and jetpacks you can have.
Yeah, well, it is tempting. I do love rocket boots and jetpacks, so But I think this is a massive trap, and we shouldn't do the job.
Yeah.
Scarringo leaves the ship.
I don't think Scarringo and Quello are trying to trap us. I explicitly think that Wild Quill is trying to set us up. So I think we should not do the job. At least not until we've got our gear back.
How long will that take?
I haven't been keeping track, but Lee Marvin said it would be a month, didn't he, until he could get everything together. So.
Yeah, and I think there's been about a week.
Yeah.
Since then, so. But I think, personally, we should take it. Because we have something then to do.
Well, we have
something more exciting than just sitting around the ship the entire time. I mean,
didn't we have some jobs for the rebels? We had like loads of jobs that the rebels gave us as well. There was the one.
We did the most time pressured one though already.
Which one was that?
That was the
station.
Station one.
Yeah, but there was the one to get that fighter, and there was the bombing run escort one. Or did we?
That was the bombing run.
That was the bombing run escort. Okay, right. Okay. Oh, I suppose. Yeah, well, let's do it then. I just, it seems like a lot of money for a simple.
You need money.
Job. I do, but I also need to not die. So
it's a lot of conflicting emotions going on.
And if we're lucky, we might even run into Han Solo.
And Chewie, and then Drassk can fight Chewie.
I'm pretty sure Chewie will fuck you up though.
Probably, but it'd be worth it.
Totally worth it.
Well,
unless Chewie tries to tase me, of course.
Joke's on you, I can't be tased.
Like Steven.
We have about... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think we should do the job for Rawlly first. Rawlly first.
Close enough.
Farah's first, so...
And that job what entails?
It was just, we needed to sabotage some rich guy's it was a pleasure ship, basically. Oh, and preferably, and not kill him, and preferably not kill his guards, but I don't think...
girl.
There wasn't a girl. The one who gave us the job was the girl. Oh, the girl...
But it was the revenge one.
Yeah, I don't think we had to do anything to her. I think it was just Rawlly wanted us to sabotage his fancy ship to get her own back. I'm a little bit suspicious of her, to be honest, but she is smoking hot, so...
So that balances it all out, so no
it does totally
worries
balance
about
it,
that.
Yeah. Of course. That's how Drassk mind works. So if Scarringo looked like Farah from Overwatch, we'd be doing his job right now. That's how it works. Like,
and all of a sudden, Scarringo is now a woman.
Decisions.
What was the mission for the Rawlly again?
It was the luxury liner for her ex-boyfriend owns, and we need to sabotage the engines on it, essentially.
Right. It's on the station, right?
Yeah.
So it's actually a quick job, or not? Could just do it and...
Well, she said there was 3 or 4 bodyguards who had military experience. They weren't like elite.
Please, we fuck them up easy.
Well, yeah, we probably will. There's something slightly suspicious about her, and she did say, well, she said she'd remove all our records in Mexico, but someone's already done that, so that's not really as much of an issue anymore.
True.
Contact her. See if we can get
So
something else.
yeah, sure. So she has to offer something else.
She has to offer something else. Okay.
What?
Well, okay, then I will give Rawlly, Farah, a call. And
I hope when
share the
Blizzard
same-
sends their lawyers, they
Oh, I'm sure Blizzard have got much bigger fish to fry. Don't worry. Like, they track me down.
all right. All right. Yes.
Hello, this is Drassk.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. We're probably gonna do your job as our next job. We were just wondering if we could renegotiate the terms a little bit.
That's a tough sell, but what were you thinking?
Well, namely, instead of you wiping our records from Hexacore, we were wondering if we could just have the extra cash instead.
Why don't you want me to wipe your records from Hexacorp anymore?
Long story.
Please, I got time. Just sitting here with a glass of wine.
Well, I heard that they had a bit of a problem with a criminal gang that hacked into their system and wiped a lot of records anyway, so apparently we're not even on there anymore, so...
Interesting. This criminal gang happened to include Pine and a Trandoshan?
I could... Well, you may very well think that, but I couldn't possibly comment.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, how much was the going rate for the mission going to be?
Hold, please.
Yep.
How much was she paying us for the mission?
I'm trying. I was hoping you'd remember.
No, I don't remember
see.
anything
I
down.
think it
because I'm
was pretty low.
retarded.
Like,
Yeah.
I think maybe like
$1,000
$5
each.
grand.
Yeah, it was about $5,000, I think.
Okay.
Maybe not worth to risk it. And
Okay. She says I can bump it up to $7 grand.
Okay, well, we'll take that under advisement. We're quite busy though. We seem to there's a lot of people wanting our services, but I hope it's not an urgent job. This.
Well, he could be getting ready to leave on his pleasure cruise with his new girl any day now. So I was hoping to nip it in the butt sooner than later.
See, we just got some quite high-paying individuals asking us for our services, and you're not really offering us a huge amount. So, I mean, if there's any way you could make it more worth our while, we might be able to do it a bit quicker.
I can't really offer you more than I have now, but if you prove capable on this job, I mean, I actually have contacts with a bunch of different people, throughout the outer inner core area. Not as far as Coruscant, but close to it. So, if you guys are as capable as rumors say you are, I'm sure I could put you in contact with other people. So, I mean, could be looking at additional jobs that might pay more. This is just something that I have, and it's been kind of eating at me, and thought a good little bit of revenge might help my mind at ease. Put my mind at ease, excuse me.
Well, I do like a good little bit of revenge. Alright, well, thanks for that. 7,000 is preferable to 5 plus the writing, the wiping, sorry, of the records. So we'll let you know when the job's done. Drassk out.
Sounds good.
Should we inform her that Scarringo is looking into her?
Nah, she'll be
Nah.
fine.
Okay.
She'll be fine. She's a big girl.
She'll be fine.
She's a
Alright.
big girl. Take care of herself.
Silvers, you're so nice to rat out one of your friends because of potential hot chick.
Silvers is such
Listen,
a
I
white.
just want to say.
Silvers is such a white knight. Fucking should we warn her that the creepy looking into her? No.
Just asking. It's okay. Whatever. I never met her even, so.
I know. Which even more begs the question.
Trust me, if you had Meta, you'd want to do this job.
Okay.
All right. I think that's actually a good place to stop. So we will pause it here and then return next week.
All
Right. Another thrilling episode of Executive Outcomes.
For sure.
Same Merc time, same Merc place.
Thanks anybody who stopped by, even for just for a bit, and hope you guys have a good Friday. We will catch you guys next time.
Indeed.